Hello everyone. Few days ago, I have seen a post about Mobilewright in LinkedIn. It's sounding like Playwright. That's where I got focus on it, and I just wanted to explore it and how it is behaving. So then I went to the official site. They said only one liner. It's easy to install and similar to the Playwright. And if you see a sample code also, if you're come across Playwright, Mobilewright also similar pattern, the coding patterns. I really loved it. Then I just wanted to set up. They have given installation documentation as well. So quickly I could able to install the Mobilewright. I have npm already. You can just install npm, that is node, and you can just run this particular command to install Mobilewright. Then you can initialize the project. So the moment you initialize this project, you get the project structure along with sample code. So under test folder, you end up getting the sample code, and package.json has all the dependencies, and you have config file, that they gave it actually, the default stuff. Then I added these things into the config file. I'm going to show it in soon. Then you can run it. That's all. You don't need anything extra. Very simple. Probably one command and you can go for running. So what I did, I went to the command line and installed all the required dependencies, and this is how my projects looks like. I'm gonna close everything to avoid confusion. So let me basically open the first and foremost the config file. So whenever I created or else I initialize the project, I got these 2 lines of code, and then I added these 4-5 lines of code. Basically, what it says is just run on iOS and bundle it. I'm going to talk about it later, where I wanted to run it on iPhone 17 Pro, and where is my app. So my app is there in build folder. You can see builds folder. So demo app.app. I built my own Swift based application to test it. I'm going to show that as well later. I just added the particular application here, and I make sure I have all these configured. And what else? Let me open the package.json. I did not touch anything. I choose TypeScript, so I just kept as is. And where is the sample code? Here is the sample code. I wrote some sample code here. I'm gonna open the application and show you how it's gonna work. But if you can just overall, if you see it, the code, just import test and expect, similar to the Playwright. And here, if you can remember, in Playwright we used to put page, but here it is screen. But otherwise rest all the stuff similar. You can find out the locators with test ID, or whatever the ID or whatever the locator strategy you wanted to use it. And you can wait until the element to be visible, and you can tap instead of click. You can use tap here, and fill is same as Playwright, regular filling the username and password, and clicking on the button for login or whatever it is, and verifying for some message. Actually, that's how simple script. Then it works. So once it works, I'm gonna show you. So what we can, npx Mobilewright test is my command, because I have only one test. I can just file this. I just don't need to focus on the other config part actually. So let me open my simulator. So you can see here the simulator, install the application and open the application, and entered the information required as per the test steps and verified. If you can see it, the test case is passed. That's all simple it is. And it says, if you wanted to see the report, you can see we got nice beautiful report. These are all the reporting, but you can dig deeper the reports with Playwright as well. I don't need to focus on this. And let's go to the application part, because with respect to automation side, it's quite simple, straightforward: install, run, write your test case and run, that's all. And also, um, I do not have a application in my machine to test any application, so I had to build an application on my own. For that, I just need to install Xcode. If you have a Mac machine, you can just install Xcode. And otherwise, if you have Windows, probably you can install Android Studio and build an app, and that app you can use it for testing. So I just built an app, and it's basically registering a new user kind of screen. I need to enter username, I need to enter the password. You can click on the particular button and you can show some success message. That's all, my application. Then you can just build it and copy to our automation project before running it. So build it successfully. I need to cover you one more thing is, whenever I just wanted to show you creating how to create a new project. If you have Xcode open, just click on create project, and I have choose iOS, and I have chosen app here. Next, and you can give any name, and you can keep all the default settings for for now. I don't need to worry, but only thing I need is bundle identifier. The bundle identifier will be added in the config file. If you can see here, the bundle id, when I was created, my bundle identifier was dev.demo app, so I just need to copy that. And as I'm running on the simulators, so by default, if you install Xcode, you're gonna get so many devices. So I got, you can run this command to see all the devices which got listed. So I've got iPhone 17 Pro as a simulator. I just use as is. So you can go to simulator, you can go to particular iPhone 17 Pro, open it, and it's gonna open for you. Okay. Let me close it one more time. Okay, simulator options or devices 17 Pro. So as I wanted to run my test case in 17 Pro, so I had to give 17 Pro here, and it is iOS. You already know a platform, bundle ID, device name, you already know it. Install app. So I forgot to show you in Xcode. Where is my Xcode? Here is Xcode. Let me cancel this guy. So basically, once you write your application code, you can build it. So once build got succeeded, you can find out your application to copy into our build folder in the project. In automation, show build folder in Finder. So you can see here demo app. You can just copy this guy and you can put into your build folder. You just need to create builds folder in your automation code. Then you need to copy it, and that's pretty much. And what I did, I just committed entire code in my Git repo. Probably you can clone or you can play around. If you have any questions, you can let me know. Quite simple and straightforward. Thanks for watching.